Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about what is plant-based meat. So first let us understand the timeline of the video. First we will be looking at what is the news, then what is plant-based meat, and then how are these made and what is the industry size of it, what is its scope in India and what is its significance. In the end, we will be looking into a prelims MCQ and a mains practice question. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2 health. See, from exam perspective, this would become an important example to write in your mains answer writing, and from prelims you should be able to know that what is plant based meat. So let's get started and see the news, and the news has been taken from the Indian Express, and it says what is meat from plants, and it's just like meat vegetarian. See, what is happening is all the people who are vegetarian and does not eat meat or non-veg, for them there is a new concept of plant-based meat. So that is almost a localite of meat. So the retailer Licious has now entered into the plant-based meat market with the brand Uncrave, and the former Indian cricket team captain MS Dhoni has also invested in a plant-based meat startup, that is Shakahari, and recently the California-based Beyond Meat is one of the top plant-based meat company, and they have partnered with India's biggest buffalo meat exporter, that is Elana Group. And the actor couple, that is the Ritesh and Jelenia Deshmukh, has also founded plant-based Imagine Meats. So this is what is going in recently in news, and that is why plant-based meat is so much in news. So what has happened is, what is plant-based meat? That is what is the primary idea, that what is plant-based meat. So what happens is, they are the products that biomimic or replicate meat, that is what we call is non-veg. Then they biomimic, it means they are almost a lookalike of meat, and they replicate meat, that they are almost same. Meat, seafood, eggs and milk derived from animals. So it is now there are many products which are lookalike of meat and they are in market. So they look almost similar, they smell same, and the taste is also same. Shakahari has and they are selling just like mutton samosas and also chicken nuggets and momos. See, there inside chicken nuggets there won't be chicken, but there would be something which is derived from plants, but the texture, the style, the smell and everything would be as similar as chicken. And inside that mutton samosas also there would be something which is derived from plants, but they smell and taste almost like mutton. So that is why they are called meat derived from plants. And then the plant-based dairy products also include like ice cream, and then even the proteins and other solid not fat ingredients are sourced from plants. So now there are many things which are derived from plants. First is meat, and then there are dairy products also which are derived from plants, and now proteins and other solid not fat ingredients are also taken from plants. So the people who are not non-vegetarians and does not have meat because of some issue, or they do not want to become non-vegetarian or does not want to eat meat, so now there are alternatives present for them also. Now let us talk about that how are these made. So animal meat contains protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, water, and just like plants. So what happens is, what is the major reason that for what people eat meat is mainly for proteins. So that is the major reason that why do people eat non-veg non-veg, and why do they eat meat is majorly for protein, and apart from protein they also get fat and vitamins. And these plants meat is biochemically similar to the animal meat also, and they also allow for finding analogous in the plant kingdom. Then they can also be made through mechanical, chemical or biological treatment. So the plant meat can be made through mechanical, chemical and biological treatment. It means inside laboratory also the plant meat can be prepared. But the major challenge in making plant meat lies in replicating the muscle tissues that plant do not have. And these muscle tissues which plant does not possess but animals have is this muscle tissue which gives the texture to the animal meat. This is what gives that different texture to the animal meat, which makes it different from everything else. And this plant tissue is not present in plants. So this is where the challenge really lies in replicating animal meat. Then the plant-based dairy, the main products are, as I've already told you in the last slide, that now the plant-based dairy products are also available like the animal-based dairy products. And those plant-based dairy products consist of milk from oats, almond, soybean, coconut and rice. So plant-based dairy products are also coming in the market. Then oat milk, the milk which is derived from oats is considered the closest to regular milk in taste and texture. See, there is no competition of regular milk or the natural milk, but the milk which is derived from plant, the milk which is coming most close to the natural milk is the milk which is derived from oats, and that is closest to the regular milk in taste and texture. Then comes that what is the present industry size of the plant-based meat, and that is, according to the Good Foods Institute at Washington DC, the retail sales, it means what the people are buying, the retail sales of plant-based animal product in US, this is inside US, it is stood at 7.4 billion in 2021. It means last year the plant-based meat products had a sale of 7.4 billion in the United States. Then the major categories in which the sale is being done or what the people is mostly buying is milk. The major sale is happening in the plant-based milk, that is 2.6 billion. Then comes the meat, then creamer, ice creams, and there are many more. But the top sale is being seen in milk, meat, creamer and ice cream. And the industry has grown from 4.8 billion in 2018 to 7.4 billion in 2021. But the growth has not been on the expected lines, and initially it was seen that this plant-based meat industry would be having a very exponential growth, but that is not seen in present times, and it has not lived up to the initial hype that was being given to it. Now, beyond one of the few examples that it hasn't lived up to the initial hype is the Beyond Meat's IPO. See, I've already told you that Beyond Meat is one of the biggest players in the market of the plant-based meat, and Beyond Meat has also taken out its IPO in early May 2019. So when the IPO came out, its value was $25, and after 3 months, that is within the launch of IPO, within 3 months the price stood at $240. So you can see, when it was launched it was $25, and within 3 months it was $240. And after this the company valued at around 13.4 billion, and 13.4 billion is not a small amount. And today the shares are trading at just $13. So this is what has happened. that first the IPO was launched, then the company was valued at a very high position, but now the shares are trading at just $13 per share. It means it has seen a rapid decline. Now let us come to that what is the plant-based meat scope in India. Will it work in India or not? So in India at present, not much scope is there, and people are not moving towards it as it was expected that people would move. And especially in dairy sector, people are not moving because milk in our country is considered to be a superior food. So there is no alternative or supplement for natural milk, and people are not moving away from natural milk to consume a milk which is derived from plants. So Indians take naturally to milk and is considered to be a superior food because it consists of everything. That is why it is called a superior food and also a complete food. Then share of milk in total household food expenditure going up with rising incomes, and it has been seen that with time, as the people are earning more and the income of the people are increasing, so with the same, the expenditure of families are also increasing in the food sector and especially in purchasing of milk. Then according to the National Sample Survey round results of 2011 and 12, the share of milk in total household food expenditure is going up, is increasing, and that is also been seen in National Sample Survey in 2011-12. Then milk and meat is considered to be a superior food because they give us so much of protein, vitamins. It is like complete. You are getting protein, you are getting vitamin, you are getting fat, you are getting carbohydrates. That is why they are called superior foods, and that is why they are called complete food. Then they are called superior food, and in comparison to them, inferior foods are like cereals and sugar, because as compared to meat and milk, cereals and sugar are not providing us complete diet. Now let us talk about what are its significance, that is what is the significance of plant-based meat. Then they are consumed as a source of dietary protein by vegetarians, vegans, and also people following religious and cultural dietary laws. See, there are many people who because of religious and cultural reasons cannot consume non-veg, that is they cannot consume meat. So this is a very good alternative for them. Then for vegetarians and vegans, this is also a good source of protein, and this is also a good source of fat, and this is also a good source of a complete diet, so that these people who are vegetarians but wants to have but cannot have because of some reason, and there are many a times even we have seen that doctors also recommend having meat and have a non-veg, but due to some reasons the vegetarians are not able to have it, then this can be a very good alternative for them also. Then their demand has also increased among non-vegetarians. So the plant-based foods demand has also increased among the non-vegetarians, because all the people who are having non-veg and they want to move away from it, this plant-based meat has also come out as a good alternative and a supplement for them also. Then seeking to reduce the environmental impact of meat production. So all the negative environmental impact which was happening because of the meat production, then because of this plant-based meat coming more and more in market, that environmental impact can be reduced. So this was about the significance of plant-based meat. Now let us look at a prelims MCQ. Then consider the following statements regarding the plant-based meat. First is, it is a food product eaten as a replacement for meat. And second, it biomimics or replicates meat, seafood, eggs and milk derived from animals. And you people have to tell me the answer in the comment section, and the codes are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So the last section for today is the means practice question, and this I've given you a very simple one. This is a 10 marker and the question is, what is meat from plants and how are they made? So you just have to write about that what is plant based meat and how are they made or how are they formed, and we have done this one also in the slide. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.